Cool deal.
Yep.
Cool deal.
Wouldn't you just love to see God reach in and, pull his stuff off? Forget all this garbage. Get back on the word.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like in the olden days and yesterday and today. Gotta have faithful men to work through.
Yep.
Because he's always working, pulling things off.
Yeah, and it's true that right now we don't have many men and women who are standing for God anymore. There's a few of us.
Everybody has a song. Everybody has a revelation. Everybody need a little decency and order, right?
Yep. Dana, stick your head over here so everybody can see your pretty face.
God bless y'all. I love you.
He's just tired of seeing my ugly one. That's all.
Yeah. Well, you know how that goes.
Yeah. Yep.
All depends who's looking. I think you guys are the best. I got the best looking brothers ever.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's the truth.
And it's like I say, I will take a woman of God who's standing on the word anytime over a beauty queen.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Bob. So, what year was this, Don? Do you know what year of PC?
It said it there, 6 something.
6 something BC. Yeah, 612.
Yeah, something like
that. I just started beginning to read this because we always say that Malachi is the last book written some 400 years before, and that's not true. Because as I started putting it together, it's actually Chronicles. Second Chronicles is the last book that was written because it goes beyond Micah's life.
Hold it. Chronicles ends where Ezra begins.
Second Chronicles does?
I believe that's what I taught in my first teaching. I could be mistaken.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm trying to do, put the timetable
Yeah.
in my
Well,
head.
you see, Chronicles, if it ends with Israel being carried away, what does Chronicles end with?
That's what I'm looking that up right now.
You can also trace it in Matthew 1.
Matthew 1.
What does it say, Don?
Let me find it. Yeah. Because this all took place. Okay. Verse 11, and Josiah begot Jeconias and his brethren about the time they were carried away into Babylon. Okay. And after they were brought to Babylon, Jeconias begot Salathiel. Salathiel begot Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel begot Abiad. Abiad begot Eliakim. Eliakim begot Azor. And Azor begot Sadok. Sadok begot Achim. Achim, Eliad. It's right in here. Sadok, Zerubbabel, these guys, I think that was a time period.
Yeah, well, carrying away to
Babylon.
Syria.
Yes, that's right now. But in Second Chronicles 36:22 starts with, now the first year of Cyrus the king of Persia, in order to fulfill the word of the Lord by the mouth of Jeremiah, the Lord stirred up the spirit of Cyrus king of Persia, so that he sent a proclamation throughout his kingdom, and also put it in writing, saying, "Thus saith Cyrus the king of Persia, the Lord, the God of heaven, has given me all the kingdoms of the earth, and he has appointed me to build him a house in Jerusalem, what we just got done talking about, right?
Right.
And has appointed me to build him a house in Jerusalem, which is in Judea. Whoever is among you of all his people, may the Lord his God be with him and let him go up. So that's
Right.
the decree of the king to proceed with the building.
Right. And
Okay.
Ezra 1 picks up there and continues on.
Okay, gotcha. So that's why, yeah, I'm just trying to get my mind straight on
Timeline, yeah.
time, yeah,
Mhm.
Hebrew timeline.
Way to pronounce all those gentlemen's names, Don. I'm
Yeah,
very impressed.
tongue twisters.
Right?
Yeah, it's tough to get some of the stuff in the Word. Because, I mean, you got to really sit down and go through it. And
Yep.
Well, I can go to the grocery store and look at name badges too and not be able to pronounce some of their names.
Yeah, that's for sure.
especially nowadays.
So it's 612. 612 is where we're at. So Chronicles, that would have been, because that's Josiah's celebration in the Passover happened during the time that we just read, right? Which would have been 620, about, that would have been,
Yep.
huh?
I don't remember. It was
Well, they celebrated the Passover for the first time in 70 years.
it was in the teaching.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I'm just trying to put it,
Yeah.
because
And don't forget, there were a few years where they weren't building. They had started the temple and then they stopped.
Right.
So
They
there were
shared
at
that
least
last time.
a few years between until they got to Darius, which means Cyrus or Cyrus had already completed his reign, and Darius was now, and he ruled for a long time. I mean, it was like 60 years.
right. Yeah, that was a long. I mean, they didn't do that. That building didn't happen in a weekend.
No, it didn't.
Right.
It took Solomon 40 some odd years to put it together.
Right. So I mean, and then Second Kings has information on it too, because I think Second Kings goes through the fall. Yeah, I'm trying to get my chronology right for this, because I'm really bad with the, what do they call it in the they call it the intertestamental period, when exactly that was.
Yeah.
The
400 years of darkness.
right.
Actually, it was the 430 years of darkness, which is interesting because when Israel went into Egypt, from the time they got there till the time they left was 430 years.
Right.
So, there's something about that. They're paralleling that. And then you have the 430 years of darkness till Jesus Christ came along.
Yeah, I just did a little Google search and it says here the book of Ezra, date of writing, the book of Ezra was likely written between 460 and 440 BC.
Yeah, so that would make it,
That's pretty close, yeah.
yeah, that would give us the 430 years again.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's so intricate how the Bible is woven together. I don't know how God managed it.
Right.
He's pretty smart.
Yeah.
He can walk and chew gum at the same time. So I've heard.
Yeah. And he can tell the guy, hey, start building the temple now. And it, you'd think, no, the king said not to do that. Or this guy said, guy in charge said not to do that. It just says, build it.
And they will come.
Right. Build it and they will come. That's good.
Field of Dreams.
Do either of you happen, because of the way I have this set up, I can't see my clock. Do either of you know what time it is?
8:57.
Yep.
9:57 your time. 8:57
Right.
my time.
Yeah, 9:57 our time.
Okay.
Real
So
time.
whenever you guys want to put an end to it, just say so and we'll call it.
Yeah, I'm out. I got to go back to work tomorrow. That really stinks.
Yeah.
Hate when that happens.
Dana picked the
Okay.
wrong lottery numbers again.
Yeah. We had a customer at one of the stores I worked at, and he said, I figured out what my problem is with the lottery. I just choose the wrong numbers.
I just
Happened to me once.
shoot.
I had the same problem. I'd love to win a big jackpot and
Hate when that happens.
see John's face when he gets a check for $1 million.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yes.
All right. Well, in any case,